I've done a couple builds now with the new Grange Mudroom kit, but in both of them, I used like a million packs. And it is fun to do builds with no pack limitations, but it's also just not really very practical for the average Sims player. And I think it's helpful when reviewing a pack to test out how it works not only with other packs, but also how it works alone with just the base game. So in this video, we're gonna do a build using only the base game and the new Grange Mudroom kit. However, I am not using this new pack selection tool to do it. I learned my lesson. I am never touching that again. Instead, I'm gonna use James Turner's trusty website to turn off all those packs. I'm gonna link this down below in case you want to use it for yourself. It's very simple. I basically just copy and paste this command line into the advanced launch options in my EA app, and I realize that sounds really scary, but I promise it's not. This is scarier because sometimes this breaks and you can't have any of your packs anymore. I would know because it happened to me last week, and I'll link that video down below for you too. The game keeps trying to crash now. Ever since they did the update, it doesn't like it when I disable my packs because it's like trying to force me to have them again. I feel like the Grange Mudroom kit is really fancy, so I'm kind of thinking that this house should be pretty fancy as well. I kind of made a random sim here for us to test it out with, and I'm gonna build it in Willow Creek, probably on this lot across the street from the Goth family. I don't really know what's going on here because the pack is enabled. I can see it right here, but I don't see any of my items. So that's interesting, and I'm gonna close the game and see if I can fix it. Okay, I don't know. I didn't even do anything different. I just closed my game and then reopened it, but whatever. I can see the items again, so I guess it's fine. Let's not dwell on it. Let's just build. Let's just get started, okay? I've got sort of a concept for this house. I think that it's gonna be pretty simple. I also have this dream for blue windows. It's not a blue Suburban, but I want blue windows. So this is the vision that I have in my head. Something kind of like this. And then we can do like all white paneling on the outside. Maybe I even want to have a smaller door. The thing about the skinnier doors is that they're not that cute, but this one might, I mean, it might work. Oh, especially if we committed to like the all white thing. Maybe it could be all white and it just has a blue front door. I mean, I don't know, that could be kind of cute. That also gives me slightly better options for the roof. Like when you first put this in, it just looks so silly. Maybe you should be a little bit wider then, because the wider that is, the better these fit. Okay, and in my vision, this part was really tall, like on the side there. And then on this side, it was like pretty short. I think it should be a little bit skinnier. Yeah, something like that. Or maybe this part should be skinnier and this part should be wider. I guess I just feel like it's kind of heavy on the left side. So I'm trying to expand it over here so we can balance it a little bit better. I think that's not bad. Maybe make it one tile smaller and then we'll just center it all. Okay, so it's something like that. It's a little bit asymmetrical. Maybe it'd be better just to be symmetrical then. You know what? Let's just do it like that. I think I'll be using the same windows. I'm using a slightly different and slightly more plain window on those sides, and I'll use the same one up here up top. This kind of has like a sunroom sort of vibe to it now, which I kind of like. We could probably just put these shuttered windows on the side over here, something like that. Oh, it's covered in windows. It's like everything is a window. I'm gonna do a bigger door in the back and then maybe also a balcony in the back. This is a different shade of blue. Do you think I can use it anyway so it kind of matches the front? Or maybe I should just have it be white. I really wish that this door was like a little bit taller. You know what I mean? I mean, we can just do it like that and then have this door, and that's fine because it looks okay still. It looks nice. Oh, that looks horrible. Okay, maybe try this one. Yeah, I think that's okay. We get a nice simple white column, some kind of nice trim. It's beautiful. I mean, it's busy, but it's beautiful. Let's get these columns up the whole thing. This is so base game build. Having to use this column everywhere. Okay, general vibe of the exterior. Let's start doing the floor plan inside. I actually really struggle with the floor plan of these more symmetrical houses sometimes, especially when they're smaller like this. It might seem big, but it's not. It's pretty small. So when they're smaller like this, it can be pretty hard for me to split them all up. Okay, here's what I'm thinking for the front door, because we don't really have a lot of room in here for mudroom stuff. If the door has to be on the side, we can put the mudroom stuff in here, sort of tucked into this little corner. There could always be like a shelf or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I think that could be okay as the layout. And this is a little bit tight, but maybe the kitchen could be around here. You'd have to go through an archway. So like this is the access to the living room. Then we've got another little archway like right here. That's access into the dining room. There could be a bench here because it's off to the side. That might be nice. Oh, you know what? We could even use this archway because it matches the door. That's better. Okay, yeah, so the dining room could be right here. The kitchen is here. And then I was thinking that this part could be some kind of office. We could even have a matching arch into it. I like the idea of having an office because then we can put the built-ins inside of it. There could be a bathroom here off of the dining room. I guess the only problem is that the living room feels very separate with it being all the way over here, but that's not really a huge deal. I never, ever, ever, ever use this really light colored floor. So I'm gonna try that everywhere and just see how we feel about it. It's not my favorite floor tile in this game. I also never use this. This is the tile that we got at the holiday event. So maybe I could try that too in the bathroom and the kitchen. Oh boy. And then upstairs, somehow, we have to figure out some kind of way. Okay, this is like extremely weird. This upstairs layout, but just hear me out, okay? What if this is the primary bedroom? They've got an ensuite bathroom. So there's like bedroom door right here, bathroom door there. And then these two rooms are the kids' rooms, and they have kind of like a Jack and Jill bathroom that they share in between them. The reason I've got this floor plan kind of weird like this is because this way we can still have the hallway have access to the balcony. Makes this room kind of a weird shape, but I don't think that's really a bad thing. And I think that's a totally normal, realistic floor plan. So I think I feel good about this. Is there really not a floor color that matches that staircase? Like none of them match. It's really weird. All right, well, let's start with the downstairs room because this entryway is kind of the main point of the build. It is the mudroom kit that we're trying to use here. I think I'm gonna try and make this bench look built in. And then should I use the yellow? I haven't really used the yellow yet. It might be kind of cute, the yellow and the blue together, because it kind of matches like this gold handle. I am obsessed with this item. Honestly, this is like my favorite thing they've ever made. I'm not even kidding. I love this little shelf. I've been trying to use that everywhere recently. Okay, let's do all the yellow wallpaper all over the place inside of this room. That looks so good together. Maybe like a simple curtain by the front door. It's possible that we could have like one of these little tables by the front door too, but I'm not sure if it's too much. Also, the flooring does not match the coloring from this kit, so that kind of complicates things too. I'm gonna scoot these both over and try to line them up. That kind of clips with the door. Scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you think that is? Maybe we just try and center it instead and just like hope for the best. Bag, keys, mail. Oh, the hydrangeas are so pretty. We have to use those. I'm wondering about putting this in here and then having the mirror in between it, but I don't know if that's like sort of strange. Possibly the mirror is better elsewhere. Maybe we do like one open shelf in the middle of this and the rest of it is closed. We can get the little rain boots by the door. I think the rug doesn't actually fit in this room, which is kind of funny. I feel like you would expect it to, but it's kind of a weird shape, this room. So I have been kind of struggling with the slots on this thing. I've found the slotting to be a little bit weird on it, but we will figure it out. Book and plant. And maybe I just want to custom do this, honestly. Yep, that looks better. It looks better off to the side. Okay. This is the no shoes sign. Maybe I could use that too, but kind of like custom place it over here. Let's custom place like all of this stuff on this thing. Maybe you could come in a blue. Yeah, I think that that kind of works over there. Maybe scoot it over just a little bit more. This thing is from the event that's on right now. Hasn't ended yet. So oh, it doesn't fit. Let's see if we can get that to the right height. Thank God for those little shelf things. Okay, let's try that then. Maybe I'll try that and a candle. Yeah, okay, that looks really good inside of the shelves. I think that could be the entryway done then. Let's not add too much more for fear of making it non-functional, because I still have to be able to get through this room, you know? We can do the kitchen next. How about that? There are no lights in the kitchen right now, so that would be nice to add. This window situation as a kitchen is pretty rough. I must say, I'm not thrilled about it, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe we won't put those there and we'll wrap this around here. I know it's like so tight, but let me just get rid of all of these and we can change it up as we go. Oh, is that the wrong color? No, it's the same color. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Well, maybe we could do yellow then. I don't want like the whole house to be yellow, but do you see how it looks so different? It's like, especially the color of these handles, they are the same. It's because of the lighting in here. Maybe we do like a simple light green. We could try to have a lot of different colors inside of this place. That could be nice. I actually built a couple houses with this kit this week where I was using the cabinets from it to look like upper cabinets in the kitchen, but I think I don't want to do the two-toned thing in here. Oh, I could just show you real quick so you can see. We would probably do it with the white swatch and it would be something kind of like this, I guess. You know what? I actually like it. Wasn't gonna do it, but I changed my mind. I like it. I'm gonna do the fridge right there and I'll put cabinets over it. The only problem with these cabinets is they don't have other styles. There isn't like a corner cabinet or anything because it's not really a cabinet. It just looks like a cabinet, but I guess that's not really a huge issue. Should I use like really expensive appliances? I kind of feel like these cheaper ones actually almost look better. Like it almost matches the room better. They can have the money trash can. I will put that. Okay, and then maybe above this, I'll just get some kind of nice range hood or something. Where do you put it? Should I like lower it down? I don't know. Okay, let's get the kitchen stuff all together. I'm gonna put a microwave over here. I could see them having the mail on the kitchen counter because I know I do that. I just like come inside and drop the mail on the kitchen counter. Okay, they've got cake and fruit, microwave. These counters I wanna leave open so that you can actually cook on them. I will give them some little decor. This is one of those times where you kind of realize just how lacking the base game is in clutter, because you start trying to decorate a kitchen and there's like nothing. I end up using this stuff. This is like diapers. But I kind of like to pretend that it's not diapers and it's like, I don't know, food. Maybe those are like microwave popcorn bags or something. That's all right though. It's not too bad. So that's the kitchen. The mudroom kit does have this beautiful table, but I don't think that's gonna fit because our dining room is so small. I was just sort of tempted by these yellow chairs, but I think those are maybe a little bit too vibrant. There's such a lack of pastels in the base game too. And then if you wanted to use like this blue wallpaper in here, beautiful by the way, like looks so nice with the door. I'm not sure if it looks weird with the green kitchen that we've got made, but I guess we could have like a blue kitchen instead of the green kitchen, and we could just make this whole room kind of blue. I wasn't sure if doing that was like too much because it's the same wallpaper twice in just like really different colors, but I don't think it's that bad. Oh, you know what we should do is we should use the other coat, because this one is like a different coat hanger. We could put that by the back door. Maybe the little shoes can go by the back door too. I know I just used the hydrangeas in the other room, but I'm gonna put them again right here because they're too nice. We need them everywhere. But we could try it in like pink as another accent color. Trying to think about what kind of artwork I don't really use as often. I wish this one had a slightly smaller frame because I think the frame's a bit too wide for what I want. I also don't really like this one's color frame, so that's annoying. This one could be okay. We could just size it up and use that. Okay, I put a bookshelf over there because that's always nice to have. I don't like the red on this. I'm gonna use this one just because I don't want to have a red thing hung up on the wall. I just changed my mind. I'm putting the apron on this wall instead. I think that looks better. And I want to have a plant. Well, there's not really anywhere to put another plant. I kind of want like more greenery, but oh well. That's the kitchen and dining room. Let's do the office now. So in the office, do we dare use one more color? Do we get like, maybe we do the deep green inside of the office? Oh, the green could be nice in the living room though. You know what? Let's just commit. Let's use all of the wallpaper colors down here because it's kind of exciting to have all of the color. We could also possibly do like a plain white inside of the office, and that might be a nicer, because that helps to bring around some of the white that we have here. And we can do a really white bathroom too, so it hopefully doesn't feel so dark. Or maybe the living room should be white and then we could have a colorful rug. I don't know. Inside of the office, all I know is that I want to have built-ins. I think that's so cool. And then I was planning on putting the desk in front of it. We can use the mudroom kit rug. Suddenly I've spent like so much money trying to do this. That's okay. This painting looks nice above it. Shall we do a chess table inside of the office? I'm thinking chess table and like a bookshelf back there maybe. I might put some shelves above this desk. I don't really like that they don't blend in. I kind of wish we had a plain shelf that matched the green. I'm kind of trying to have like white and the light wood and the green and like just something like that in the office could be okay. You know what? I think it looks good. And I think that it ties everything together pretty well on this half of the house, which is also good. Okay, is this mirror like way too big for me to use right here? Because I kind of want to use it, but I also acknowledge that it's probably a little bit much. I don't know. Gonna try to use like a plain white tile inside of this room as well. Nope, blinds are ugly. How about this in like light? Oh, it doesn't come in light blue. Oh my god. Does this one come in light blue? Yeah, but it's not light enough. This one comes in light blue, but I don't like it. So something really cool is that none of the golds match in this whole room. None of them match. They're like all different colors. How far can I scoot that back? Right there? I do like that cabinet thing. That's nice. Let's just try that as the bathroom and see how it goes. It's pretty plain, but okay, I might delete these because in the living room, I want to do more built-ins. That is obviously the theme of the house, and I am really taking advantage of that, but oh, I'm out of money. Oh my god, these are 500 each. Oh, wish me luck for the day that I try and do a starter home with this pack, because we are gonna struggle with that. Trying to stick to the plain white. I think once we have a rug, and the rug brings in some more color, like this has some yellow accents. It kind of has like yellow and blue accents even. So we can maybe use this couch in the light blue. Let's just do like this nice TV in there. More hydrangeas on the table. We could have like a yellow vase for them. That could be nice. Oh, that's awesome. This slots in there. Oh, so we can actually have a speaker for once. Nothing slot, like this thing doesn't slot to anything. So I'm pretty relieved by that actually. I'm really glad about that. Okay, I put a little table in that corner because I feel like you can't really do much else. I might get a bonsai tree somewhere. I'm like kind of trying to imagine what other kinds of base game skill building items we can use inside of this room. Bonsai tree feels like a safe bet. And like weird little sculptures, maybe this pig. Putting a video game console over here on this one. Maybe some candles on this one. They could be yellow too. Oh, I don't like the slotting, but it is what it is. It's fine. Artwork is kind of a problem now, but we could possibly do some of these like lined up along the wall. Maybe I could put the lights because the kit had these. We could like do that along the back wall right there. That's okay. I feel like there's some cohesion with the color scheme now too. Let's go up. I think upstairs, I'm gonna use the same color in the hallway. I'll just like copy the yellow up here. Could even use this same little hallway table. Oh boy, doesn't look quite as good as I had envisioned, but that's fine. More hydrangeas. Let's just put them everywhere. I'll do a little bookshelf in the hallway as well. And like maybe this plant, because they can still get around all of this. Okay, I think the hallway is done now. I just put a little bit of clutter in it. Okay, I think in the kids' bathroom, I'm gonna put robes on either door, but I'm gonna change the color of them depending on the color of the kids' room. So like if this one's pink, I'll make the robe pink. I might swap that out in a second, but that's kind of what I'm picturing for this at least. Oh, maybe I could use the pink wallpaper. Oh, you know what we could do? Let's do pink in here and then orange in the other one. And we could probably bring the blue back for the primary bedroom. Oh, it's colorful. I am using color everywhere. Okay, so this is yellow right now. Is there, oh, there's not orange. All right, I'm now putting some built-in cabinets inside of this kids' room. These people must have spent so much money on built-ins. Like imagine how much it would have cost to get this done. I'm gonna do this like light pink floral bed. And maybe this actually could be a teen's room. No, never mind, I changed my mind about that. I don't like it. They don't really need a dresser because I feel like this is the equivalent. That's their dresser, you know? They can have a mirror on the wall. Base game has always been kind of lacking in pink rugs, but we could do like a white one. We're kind of lacking in that too. I don't know. They don't really feel like a simple rug to me. Honestly, like this one's probably the best option and that's terrible. Well, maybe it could be a kid's room. We could get some toys like this in. There's not really a nice toy box in the base game. Okay, well, sort of my thought process with this is that we keep the room almost like broadly furnished enough that anybody could live in here. Because right now you could just delete the toys and then have it be a teen's room really easily. And I think that's a good thing. Let's try and figure out this orange thing then. Because I'm not really sure how to go about this. I probably still want to use the orange built-ins because I want to have built-ins in every room. Oh, we could try this bed with the guitar. Let's try the orange science table also. And maybe one of the plushies comes in a better color. Like, well, they aren't really the same shade of blue, but that brings in some of the blue. Okay, I put like some toys and a little plane model inside of that thing. I'll use these little kids pictures again, but in orange instead, and different ones than the other kids' room. I'm still not sure if this looks bad, so I apologize, but I'm trying to figure out if I want to have like double sinks inside of this bathroom, and I feel like the answer is probably no. I think I also want a really expensive shower in here. So maybe I'll do it like this instead, and we stick to the expensive shower thing. This is a tough one because it's actually a kind of strangely shaped bathroom, but I think it worked out okay. All right, last room. Let's figure out how we're gonna do this bedroom. I don't really like most of the options for beds in the base game, so I've kind of been putting it off. I'm not really sure what I want to do. Possibly this one could work okay. I mean, at least there's plenty of blue in the base game. We might be kind of lacking in options in other ways, but there will always be plenty of blue. I do think that if I use this bed, the rug from this kit doesn't really work as well, but maybe it still does, and I'm just being silly. We can try to make it happen. There's not really anywhere that I can put the built-ins that I've so enjoyed using, unless we want to cover a window, which by the way, I am not opposed to. I know that's probably bad, but like you can barely tell from the outside, so whatever. I'm gonna try and put this fireplace because we do have a chimney, so having a fireplace would be nice because it makes it feel like we don't have a chimney for no reason. I'm not opposed to having a chimney for no reason. I do that a lot, but I know that it bothers some of you. So should I do another bonsai tree? I'm like getting desperate for things to put in here. I don't really know what else to use. Well, this is okay. I think I like the room like this. Let's just rearrange the lights a little bit. No, you know what? It's the bed. It's the bed. I don't like the bed. Oh, let's try this. Let's try this bed. It's a little bit more modern. I feel like it makes this rug make more sense too. I don't know. The primary bedroom is, I think, the worst part of the house so far. Let's do the rest of the exterior. We can always come back to that room as well if we change our minds. The kit took us really far on the interior, but we're out of luck with the exterior. We don't have really anything to use from the kit out here. I'm gonna try these shingles in this like bluish gray color. See how we feel about that. Once again, I am begging the Sims team to please give us more roof textures and also more foundation textures in the base game. It would seriously go such a long way just to have like a couple more options. Okay, I've got my chimney. This is sort of what I was originally picturing, by the way, but I don't think that the blue windows really, I don't think it works with this, so I probably won't do it. Let me get these columns up here on the roof. Maybe it should have been black. Everything else has a black accent, including the foundation, so probably this should be black too. Okay, we've got a little fence in the backyard. I think I'm gonna use the new mudroom kit floor. I didn't use it anywhere inside, but I think it'll look really good outside. We can have a tiny blue accent with this fence. That might be all right. Okay, I'm spending like all my money on this. Hold on, let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger, this pool. I've got plenty of space to extend the fence out if we wanted to. I actually honestly really like that. Let me get a couple more like giant oak trees. Just kind of dot these around the lot a little bit. Oh wow, that's bad. Maybe we put this one like way over here off to the side. Good, so this tree can just drop all of its leaves straight into your pool. That would be so nice in real life. Super easy to maintain. Okay, I'm getting some planter boxes on this patio. That'll be their whole garden. I won't really put anything else. They can have a grill back here on that side. I wish I had a candle or something. There's not really like a lot of options for things to put on these outdoor tables. We could try this, but even that has like no swatches. I'll put a ceiling fan out here on the porch. That'll be nice. Kind of second guessing myself and wanting this to be all white now. I don't know. I don't like the black on the table, I think. I feel like that looks a little bit better. Okay, telescope up here on this upper balcony, and then just like a couple more planter pots. Nothing too busy. And now we have to landscape. I think the only plan that I have is to use those base game hydrangeas because, and I know I always use them, so I apologize in advance, but because this pack has like the little hydrangeas in the pots inside, wouldn't it be kind of cute to pretend that like they've clipped them and then brought some inside and like put them on the table? So I want to use these. And I am bravely going for a slightly more simple landscaping style this time. Sometimes I'll go like all out and I'll put loads and loads and loads of plants. This time I'm keeping it more subtle, a little bit more relaxed. I will put some monkey bars. Maybe I'll put these like right here. They can still be blue. And we can leave some open grass area for the kids to like play or something. Okay, hydrangeas kind of like that on either side of the front door. Simple, but effective. And then we get some of these bushes sized down to cover the rest of the front. Okay, I added in a mailbox. I'm kind of wondering about getting like one more simple tree or something. It's kind of a different style of tree than we have elsewhere, but might be nice to have. And I will also get an outdoor trash can just by this back door. And then I think the house is done. It's 3 bedrooms plus an office. This is kind of like a top-down view of the floor plan. I think it turned out all right. And you know what? I don't think it looks super base gamey. This kit coming with a new wallpaper goes a long way. Because normally with kit builds, we have like just the base game wallpapers to work with. Oftentimes they don't even really have a lot of furniture and it's mostly just clutter, which is nice. Clutter kits are nice, but if you only have the base game and that clutter kit, it doesn't really feel like it goes a very long way. I think this kit went a pretty long way in terms of us decorating this house. I mentioned this earlier, but I'm a little bit frustrated by some of the placement of the slots in the shelving. And I also kind of wish we had like 1 or 2 more wallpaper swatches. It's got 10, and if we had like 12 to 15, I might like it a little bit more, but I do like it. It's just one of those things where it's always nice to have more variation of things. But I think on that note, I'm gonna, oh wait, hold on. I was gonna say I was gonna end the video, but I'm not done. Flower pots and ceiling lights. Okay, now I'm done. But on that note, I'm gonna put it on the gallery. I'm out of characters, so I have to make base game all one word, but I'm gonna upload it as base game plus Grange Mudroom. Hopefully, if you bought this kit, you might get some use out of this build. And I have a couple of other builds using this kit on my gallery as well, but those builds have a million bajillion packs in them. I think now, and I won't do it straight away, but I think now I wanna try and build a starter home because I've built 3 houses now with this kit, and all of them are like 100,000 simoleons. 125,000 this one, 92,000 this one. So I think it would be good for us to do like a 30,000 simoleon house and see if it works well for that, because it is pretty expensive, the furniture in this pack. Let me know if you want to see that eventually, and with that, I will stop yapping and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. I love this style of house though. I think it's so pretty. And you know what? This one is also playable, I think. It feels like such a normal house, doesn't it?